Hello, thanks for joining me on Glazebrook, where I'm just finishing cultivating the cotton field that was field 14. It's a 0.8 acre field right next to the farm. I've only just moved in, only just bought the land. I've got 5 fields and the pasture, and there we go. That's the entirety of field 14 cultivated. The pH level is good. I've already sent soil samples to the lab, received the samples, and yeah, the pH level is good. The nitrogen is not so good. So now I've cultivated the field and got rid of all the cotton that I have no means of harvesting. It's time to spread some fertiliser, and then once I've done that, I will seed something more practical, most probably wheat. It's 9:15 in the morning, and I've got £3,200 left after buying the land, the farm, a couple of tractors, some equipment, and stocks of seed and fertiliser. I've actually got a combine harvester as well, and some potato planting and harvesting equipment in some of the sheds. So I'll just leave the cultivator here, and I think I'll jump out of the Fiat and go to the other tractor, which is the old 90s Fendt Favourite 515C, and I believe it's round in the shed where I've got the fertiliser spreader, which is over here. I've got some silage bales that I got from the pasture. That's the spreader, already full up. Right, Fendt Favourite 515C, done 4.2 hours, good condition, plenty of fuel, all round good tractor. I've got a front PTO and a front loader, which is just there. That's what I use to put the bales on the bale trailer, and at some point I will have to sell them to get a bit more money, because I've only got just over £3,000. Let's head back to field 14 and I'll apply the first layer of fertiliser, and then we can start putting some seed in the ground. Hopefully it will grow into a decent crop of wheat. Got my slurry spreader there. This field in front of us is some canola that was planted by the previous owner of the farm. Don't know why he planted cotton, because it's not really something you get in Britain. But it's a good map, this Glazebrook. It's not been out on console very long. There we go. So as you can see at the bottom left of the screen, the nitrogen level is not very good. I've got the Precision Farming DLC installed, and so I've got the automatic fertiliser application working away nicely, so it will be a decent yield. It's just preparing the soil. The soil didn't need ploughing. I did check beforehand, but the laboratory statistics came back and it's looking pretty good. I own field 13 as well, and the one on the right now is the pasture, which I've already cut the grass and fertilised it for the next harvest. I managed to get 6 round bales of silage, which are sitting on the trailer in the silage silo. So I'm just going to keep going around here until all the soil is green on the map. Shouldn't take too long. and then of course I'll jump back in the Fiat and grab the seeder, which I think I've filled up with seed, and we'll apply some wheat seed to this field 14, and that should be a bit better than the cotton that was growing here previously, which I've now got rid of. I could have rented a cotton harvester, but to do that I would have had to have taken a loan out, which really just wouldn't have been cost effective because of the loan interest, and what's the point? May as well just put some decent seed in that I've already got in storage, so that's not a problem. Right, just do the last little bit in the middle, and that should be it. Nice working speed of 10 miles per hour, decent width of fertiliser spreader, nice, simple and cheap, solid fertiliser. I have got slurry as well. I've got a slurry pit, which I import the slurry, but that of course costs money, but so does everything really. Right, that's that. So I'll go and park this back in the shed and then head towards the Fiat. See, I don't really want to drive over the canola because that will be the end of it really, and I want to get maximum yield out of that field. It looks pretty good. I think the previous owner did a good job of seeding it. There's no weeds in it, which is fantastic. That's one thing we do need to do, is apply some herbicide to the field after we've seeded, and then no weeds will grow. That's the sprayer just there. A couple of tanks of herbicide, but for now we'll leave the tractor here. Of course, in the future I'd like to expand, buy more fields, buy better machinery, better tractors, but for now I think this is a decent base to start out of. I think £3,000 in credit is a good way to start it. Small equipment, but it works. And both tractors, both the Fendt and the Fiat, have equal horsepower, 150, which is strong enough to pull everything I have, including the plough, which is over there. I've not actually used the plough yet. So currently what I have in this farm is obviously lots of shed space, a couple of silos, I've got the seeder, the cultivator, the plough, I've got fertiliser spreader, I've got a lime spreader, I've got a herbicide sprayer, I've got a combine harvester with a header and a header trailer, a couple of bale trailers, a mobile fuel tank and a slurry spreader. I've also got a potato planter and a trailered potato harvester, which is on the left here, and the 5 fields. We've got room for animals if we need them. So all in all, it's a nice farm, or at least it will be in the future, and we should make quite a bit of money. So I'm just going to manoeuvre into the middle, and I'll be going around clockwise. Try and get straight lines, but I'll do what I can. I think when I see this field I'll skip the video so that it fast forwards and you can see it quicker. But it's now 9:26 and we're going at 8 or 9 miles per hour, so I'll see you when I've finished. And there we are. Hey presto, we have a wheat field, and it looks a lot better. I think I look forward to harvesting it with the combine. I've got a class combine in one of the sheds, and I've got a little round baler which I'll bale the straw, and that'll be a bit more money. So yeah, happy with that. Didn't take too long, it took about 15-16 minutes, 3 meters wide, 9 miles per hour, not bad at all. So the next step, I think the last thing I'm gonna do today is spray some herbicide, and then at some point I'll stick some slurry over the field as well, but I'll do that another time. This tractor's done 2.7 hours, so very good condition. It's a bit more durable, I find, than the German tractor, the Italian tractor, which is ironic because Italian engineering isn't usually as robust as the German machines, but this one seems to be really good. It's got I think a 6-cylinder straight 6 engine, I'm sure. 150 horsepower from whatever year it is, probably 60s, 70s, and it's a really good machine. Simple, no radio in here, no air conditioning. You know, it's just got a light, some sort of blowers, and that's it. Just an engine and a seat. Yeah, very good tractor. I am impressed with it. I like the sound of the Fiat as well. The 1300 TT, it just sounds really good. Whereas if we jump back into the Fendt, you'll see it's a bit more modern, about 30-40 years into the future from the Fiat, and it's got a digital display, air conditioning, radio, air suspension seat, all the mod cons, you know, all the windows open, of course. It's a manual gearbox. Yeah, it's really good tractor, this one, and cheap as well. I've got the front loading controls here on the right, and a front PTO as well, which is fantastic. So you never know when a front PTO will come in handy. Right, I've unfolded the sprayer. I'm going to manoeuvre here and probably go probably clockwise again. Right, that's about that. So I'll just reverse up to the it's got hydraulic steering, this sprayer, so it's very precise, quite easy to manoeuvre. Okay, let's start it up. 10 miles per hour? No, 7 miles per hour working speed. Not too bad, slower than the Cedar, but it is a lot wider and it won't take too long. So I'm going to carry on and do this, and I'll apply some slurry as well off screen, and then we'll move on to another project another day. Always plenty to do. Hope you enjoyed the video. Cheers for watching. See you soon.